So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Anderson tidy with his distribution. That'll be a throw-in. Berger. Oh, important interception.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always apply to him.
Yeah, and his reading of the game means he was always a step ahead of the opposition. He's surprisingly quick too, you know. It will be a massive challenge to get the better of him.
Some good work on the right flank here. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race. Oh, he's picked, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Israel with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bruno Fernandes. He's rising! They've got to be quick to recover this. Out for a throw. And it's Xabi Alonso. Wilson. Neither side yet able to find the net. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Burmo. He's looking wide. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely spread. And Burmo. Bruno Fernandes. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And Israel score first. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Chukwueze. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Gyökeres, with a reputation for taking on any shot. Israel very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. He's having a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Yaya Toure. Raul shifted it to the flank. Now it's Chukwueze. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, great leap! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Burmo. Gyökeres. It's a promising position. It's a pretty loose pass. Castagna. Wilson is herring after that one. Not the most accurate pass. Lukic. Xabi Alonso gets over and intercepts. Duke receives it in a good position. Here's a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
And Burmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Xabi Alonso with the short one. He's having a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Anderson. Israel are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And it's Sessegnon. Bassi. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Chukwueze. He has found the way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vermaelen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gyökeres. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Berger did want to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Israel probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Tries a shot! Good try, very good try in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Nice physical challenge. Bassi. That's a throw. Sessegnon tries to play it through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Smith Rowe, great defending, strong and determined. Azar. Xabi Alonso, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Smith Rowe, spread to the right, and they can counter here. He's picked his way through. And it's Smith Rowe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Azar. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. It's played through for him. And Burmo has it in a wide position. Berger. Smith Rowe. Castagna. Lukic. Passing is crisp and sharp.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Over to the right flank. Wilson. He's shifting through the gears here. Now that's a fine challenge. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Israel can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Number 9, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field, number 22.
No, he's not getting past him there. Chukwueze.
Frank Lampard.
Can he get on the end of this? King is onto this. Chance! Not a bad try by any means. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chukwueze. The message is clear. None shall pass. Gyökeres does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Hazard applies the finish! And that's off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. Can he finish? It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Number 11, El Hadji Diouf. El Hadji Diouf. El Hadji Diouf.
Fulham have opted to make another change here.
Substitution. Substitution for Israel, number 17.
Israel are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Number 13.
Israel have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. That has ended up in no man's land. Israel still have the cards to affect this game. Castagna finding himself in space. Impressive jump! Harmlessly behind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
75 minutes played. Berger. Lukic. Aims beyond the defence. King bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Iwobi has been caught there, it's a foul. Tempers are flaring, the referee really needs to get a grip again. And it's Lukic. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good spread. Yaya Toure.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's forced to go back. Lukic. Israel have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. And here's Iwobi. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Sessegnon. And here's Iwobi. Gyökeres. Now Gakpo. Tries to pass it through. Gyökeres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And he's in on goal. Lampard. Juve. Gakpo. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Foden. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Berger. Iwobi. Now it's Jimenez. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Juve claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.